What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be reacting to Pam Bondi answering questions from Jasmine Crockett. This is going to be a broad face-off between two women in politics because this is what you get when you give women the right to vote, the right to be in politics, the right to become president. This is what you get. And I want everybody to see this. I want everybody to just, bask in the pot that is American politics.
Instead, I'm going to ask some very basic questions really quickly of my colleague, Becca Ballant, if she will answer right or wrong, raping children.
Wrong.
Right or wrong, killing random citizens.
Definitely wrong.
Right or wrong, enriching yourself as the sitting president of the United States.
Definitely wrong.
Well, if I'm running the country, if I'm the president, I should be getting something. Scamming everybody with Trump coin and doing a rug pull? Probably not. But I should be getting compensated for this, especially if I'm the leader of the free world. So, see, I would have said, see, this is what I say, women.
Okay, thank you, because I probably never would have got that with our witness. Our witness who somehow is a lawyer but does not understand how it works with witnesses. I'm not really sure what law school she went to and what all kind of case.
She's doing a lot of moving. She's doing a lot of moving. She's doing a lot of motion when she talks. I'm not sure if she thinks that's illustrating her vision, because she's not really saying anything. But I noticed she's doing a lot of moving.
She tried, but typically when you come into a space and somebody's a witness, then they sit there and they answer questions instead of asking questions. And then we also have this objection that we use as lawyers called non-responsive, when a witness fails to actually answer the question. But nevertheless, let me address the survivors, because that's exactly who they are. They are not victims, they are survivors. Let me say thank you for having more courage and moral clarity in your pinky fingers than the entire Department of Justice. We are currently the laughing stock of the world, partially because of the failed leadership within the DOJ, as we see kings and queens falling everywhere around the world. But we don't know the basics of right and wrong in this country, because it's not about partisanship. And that's why I applaud Thomas Massie, because he's the only person on the Republican side that has a backbone and knows how to stand up to corruption. But nevertheless, let me...
I was coming into this video thinking that I would be shitting on her because this is Jasmine Crockett. I mean, she's a clown show, but she's preaching right here. I mean, she's actually speaking. So, hey, rare Jasmine Crockett W.
Keep going. My Democratic colleagues have been attacked this entire committee hearing. They have been lied on, and frankly, the American people weren't looking for that. They were looking for answers about the corruption that they see coming from this administration. In the written testimony of this witness, of this particular witness, she stated that when she took office, she had two main goals. The first was to end the weaponization of justice, and second, to return the department to its core mission. Not only have you lied about both, you've intentionally done the exact opposite. You're spending more taxpayer resources arresting journalists than you are prosecuting pedophiles and creeps. In fact, your boss, the President of the United States, stated that this administration, quote, took the freedom of speech away. And at your direction, DOJ has arrested Don Lemon and Georgia Fort. And I might add that y'all actually had a judge that rejected y'all for trying to arrest Don Lemon before, just like the grand jury rejected y'all as it relates to Senator Kelly, just like a grand jury rejected y'all as it relates to Senator Slotkin, just like the case against Tish James was dismissed and the case against Mr. Comey was dismissed. I completely don't get how it is that you're sitting at the top of the
Let's go ahead and go to Pam Bondi.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and General Bondi, thanks for being here. Did you have anything you wanted to say before we talk?
I do. Thank you, Congressman. Thank you, my friend, for many years. I find it interesting that she didn't even want to try, Congresswoman Crockett, to ask any questions, because she certainly did not condemn her leader, Hakeem Jeffries, for taking money from Jeffrey Epstein after Epstein was convicted. And I will be brief to give you your time, Congressman. This is what she didn't want to talk about. Texas from Cuba.
By the way, this is a 60-year-old woman. Very youthful looking. Looks very young. I mean, I would have thought she was like maybe 40, 42, 60-year-old woman. So thought that was important. Yeah, Hakeem Dreyfus. Yeah, I mean this is a corrupt all around. So I'm curious to see how people are going to be responding to which side they favor here.
Convicted, homicide, arson, weapon offense.
Convicted.
Candido
So what we
Estrada,
talking about? Convict some of these
Convicted,
perpetrators that
homicide.
rape these women that are
Chairman,
sitting
time
behind you
time
that
belongs
you
to the
refuse to
gentleman from
even acknowledge
Kansas.
Here
they
she
are
comes.
here.
Time belongs to the
Texas.
gentleman from Kansas.
Mr. Chairman, could I have a few seconds
You
back
bet,
to make
you
up
bet.
for the yelling? Thank
bet.
you. General,
Thank
did you have anything
Congress.
further to say?
Texas, convicted of homicide. Cecil Joseph from Dominican Republic. Texas, convicted for kidnapping, rape. Khalid Khan from Afghanistan. That's why they want to talk about Epstein and not what's happening in their own states.
Thank you, General, and thank you for being here. And this has been quite a spectacle to observe today. I think it's sad.
Yeah, quite a spectacle. Quite a spectacle. Yeah, it's just corruption on both sides, Those criminals that Pam Bondi put up, those are criminals. They did do those crimes. They do need to be arrested. And the Democrats are trying to protect them. People that are trying to oppose ICE, they are also trying to protect those people. Alex Preddy, Renee Good, those are the people that they were trying to protect. Those criminals that you just heard about and the heinous crimes that they committed. So, yeah, I mean, and then on Pam Bondi's part, she's not saying anything about the Epstein files. She claimed she's just been flip-flopping about this situation back and forth pretty much for about a year now. So people are getting frustrated with how she's handling that. I mean, I don't think the Trump administration could have handled it any worse. There couldn't be a worse way to handle these Epstein files than what they're doing right now. So, yeah, well, that wraps up this video. Hopefully you guys learned the lesson here. The lesson is women out of politics. No woman in politics ever. Ever. That's the lesson here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Happy that I'm here.